EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Young. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Young's throw pulled in by Woods.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now here's Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause was by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Love. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Desmond King back deep. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a 1st down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And this throw will be intercepted. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Love going to give this one to Jones. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Escaping the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Love. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one good for 7.
Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. This is where you step up right here, baby. Let's do this, man. Turn it up.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
The kick by Crosby is good,
and that'll do it for the first quarter of play.
6-0 our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Crosby on now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Let's do it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go, baby.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Love from the gun.
The throw right side going to be complete to DeGuara.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Out of the gun, it's Young. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Now Young.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw again on second down. Young.
That's caught again by Schultz. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down at 4, Young. And it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11, as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down, going to the air with Love.
He'll find Aguara complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Love.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Going back to Love.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Love now to pass on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Love. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To the air again, Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Love looking to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Get him going, baby. Get something together. Play smart, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Young. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First down, Young.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Young. And his pass, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Young off the play fake. Forced out to his left.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
To the air once more, Young. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Now Young on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
And now the Packers get set to go.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 13. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Let's get some love. Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's go.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Love now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Jones has it.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing. Love. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
from 4 yards out.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn. You ready to roll? Let's go get it now. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. They got to walk that walk, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. It's game time. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Let's go right here. Hey, I got you, man. Done that. Hey, what we got? Let's hit it, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Young to throw it.
As this complete to Woods. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Young. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
On second down, Dillon.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Texans down 21-14. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Now Young.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
King going to look to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Oh, Young loses it.
And the Packers pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.